Hey, welcome to Pilates with Jen, and thanks for joining me today. Welcome to Reformer 101, Episode 2. In Episode 1, we learned about the machine and some basic moves on the machine. Today, we dive deeper. We learn about the breath and the core connection, because once you understand how to breathe in Pilates, everything else changes. This is Episode 2. Let's get started. All right, make sure you have your Footwork springs on. For me, that is 2 reds and a blue spring. I just wanted to say before we do a single exercise, I want to talk to you about breathing, because in Pilates, the breath is not an afterthought, it's the work. Every exhale activates your transverse abdominis. That's your deepest layer that wraps around your spine like a corset. So when I say hold the corset tight, you're squeezing that together. When you exhale fully, you are automatically engaging those deepest core muscles. That is why we make the breath on purpose in Pilates. So today's video is going to be more educational with instructional. So for that reason, I chose to do a voiceover for this class. So we're going to start on 2 red springs. Headrest can be any way you want. Once you're ready, we're going to begin facing the foot bar. Feet are going to be up on the platform. And from here, I will take over the class with voiceover. We're going to begin with lateral breathing. I want you to sit up tall, take your hands, place them around your rib cage. I want you to breathe into both sides of your rib cage, not your belly. Belly breathing drops your abdominals and loses your core connection. Lateral rib cage breathing keeps your powerhouse active while still allowing your lungs to fully expand. Keep your hands on your ribs. Feel them expand sideways on your inhale. All right, once you're comfortable there, we're going to go slide our bottoms towards the edge of the carriage, lie ourselves down, get ready for footwork. Heels are coming onto that bar. We're going to transfer that same breathing to our footwork. Take an inhale to prepare, exhale, extend that carriage all the way out and resist it in. Belly breathing during exercise causes the abdominals to push outward, losing your spinal stability. So lateral breathing expands your intercostal muscles between the ribs, improving your posture over time. It also trains your body to maintain intra-abdominal pressure during movement. And this is the single breathing technique that separates Pilates from every other workout. Let's go for one more here. When you come in, slide your balls of the feet, gently lift the heels, take an inhale, exhale, extend the carriage out. So think about that breathing. Can you feel your muscles expand between the ribs? Can you feel yourself growing taller every time you extend yourself out? Really think about the breath and the core connection with every inhale and every exhale. Keep those abdominals pulled towards the navel. Let's go for 2. One more here. Next time you come in, come all the way in. Click those heels, separate those toes, extend it out, resist it in. Again, navel draws toward the spine, your shoulders are heavy, your tailbone is heavy. Each breath goes with each movement. Just remember, do not hold your breath. Keep breathing. Let's go for 4. 3, can you squeeze those inner thighs? Pull up on that pelvic. 4, 2. Last one here. Next time you come in, come all the way in. Great job. We're going to go ahead, bring our feet to that foot bar. Hands can come underneath by your rib cage or down by your sides, wherever you feel comfortable. I want you to give me some engagement, pushing off your feet on that foot bar. We're going to just begin with that lateral breathing, really thinking about connecting to our powerhouse, which is our core. Joseph Pilates called this the powerhouse, which is the area from the base of our ribs to the top of our hip bones, all the way around our body. So when I say draw your navel to your spine, I'm not asking you to suck in your stomach. I'm asking you to gently lift and scoop like you're zipping up a tight pair of jeans. This subtle engagement protects your lower back in every single exercise we do. As you become comfortable with this breathing pattern, I want you to start tilting your pelvis forward and tilting your pelvis back. Research shows that activating your transverse abdominals before movement protects against lower back injury. The navel to the spine cue activates the system without breaking or gripping, which brings us up to the next first exercise of the classical Pilates order, and it's for a reason. The hundreds. It warms up the body and synchronizes your breath with movement. So once you're ready, we're going to lift our arms up to the clouds. I want you to push off that foot bar, tuck your chin towards your chest, start pumping those arms rhythmically. Breathe in, inhale for 5 seconds, and an exhale for 5 seconds. The pumping arm action increases circulation, literally warming the blood, which is why it opens every session. The breath pattern, 5 count inhale, 5 count exhale, trains rhythmic breathing under exertion. Beginners doing modified versions with feet down still get 80% of the core benefit. So whether you can lift your legs up in tabletop or you keep your feet braced on this foot bar, whether you're beginner or advanced, 80% of the benefit is still being received when your feet are down on the foot bar. When you're ready, you can go ahead, roll yourself down, drop your knees from side to side, take a moment, and stretch out those abdominals. We're going to get ready to come up off our carriage. We are going to be changing our springs to 2 red springs only, coming in to our stomach massage series. So 2 red springs. You're going to turn and face your foot bar. Balls of the feet on to the foot bar. Your hands are coming to the shoulder blocks, palms pressing down. Pilates V, waist stacked over those hips. You have a string pulling you from the crown of your head. You're going to extend out, drop the heels, bend your knees, and come in. Drop the heels to tendon stretch, come in, bend the knees. Stomach massage sounds gentle, but don't be fooled. This exercise teaches your spine to flex while your legs move independently. Right now, we are doing a flat back, which teaches you to maintain a neutral spine under load. Flat back trains spinal neutrality, the position your back needs to be in during everyday activities. Remember that the reformer carriage moving under you adds an unstable surface element, increasing the core demand up to 40% versus mat Pilates. Last one in, come all the way in, go ahead, bring those hands to the foot bar. Take a minute here. Now we're going to take our hands, bring them to the edge of the carriage, draw that navel in, bring the chin towards our chest, same movement, extend, flex the heels, lift, bend the knees. Think about that C curve, doming out those abdominals, lower back. Little difficult here for me, little tight in the lower back. Round back flexion activates the rectus abdominis and obliques while decompressing the lumbar spine. Remember, this series directly translates to better posture when sitting at a desk, working in flexion and flat back and building up that core that holds that spine standing up tall. Let's go for one more here. When you come in next time, come all the way in and bring your feet back to the platform. Take a moment here and go ahead, just wiggle yourself out. And we are going to go ahead, lie ourselves back, adding full body movement into our core. Now our feet are coming back to the foot bar. We are going to bring both legs into tabletop, drawing the navel into the spine. Both legs are in tabletop. You're going to tuck your chin towards your chest, curl yourself up. Grab your right knee, extend the right leg. Switch the leg. Now I want you to think about your breath. Inhale as you're extending. Exhale as you pull in towards your body. Single leg stretch teaches your core to stabilize while your legs move in opposition. That is exactly what walking and running require. If your back arches as you extend your leg, your core is not strong enough to control the movement. Slow it down, shorten the range, and build from there. Bring it all the way in as we are now going to come in for double leg stretch. So tuck your chin towards your chest. Arms are going to reach over your head as your legs extend over the foot bar. Pull it back in. Again, the arm to knee connection creates proprioceptive feedback, helping beginners feel their powerhouse engage. Extending the legs out increases the lever arm, making the core work exponentially harder. This is a functional movement pattern directly training the core for real life. Last one. When you come in, go ahead, bring everything down, relax yourself from side to side. Take a moment here. We are carefully going to bring our feet down to the platform. We're going to come up on our carriage and I am going to be facing you. We are going to go down for seated roll downs. The reason I chose seated roll downs is because this is a breathing reset cool down. We finish with a breathing reset because your nervous system needs to downshift after core work. I want you to slowly roll yourself down vertebrae by vertebrae towards your toes. When you come all the way down to the bottom, I want you to take a big deep inhale and continue rolling yourself up. Deep lateral breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system. That is your reset and your digest mode. It also reinforces everything we practice today so your body remembers it next time you come to the reformer. Ending with the same breathing you opened with creates a neurological anchor. The brain associates the breath with the movement patterns practiced. For this last one, I want you to carefully roll yourself all the way down. I want you to allow yourself to hang heavy. Let your arms fall to the floor. Just take a minute here. Think about, go back to the breath. Exhale on effort. This is your reset button every time. And when you're ready, slowly begin rolling yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Shrug those shoulders. And thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this workout. And until next time, I'll meet you on the reformer. Bye.